Hey guys, I wanted to give my opinion on the latest FDA report on canine dilated cardiomyopathy. I need to apologize to my customers first off. They've been waiting for my input on this. My only issue is that when I started digging, I kept finding more and more gold. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. So without further ado, let's go. So here we have a small little excerpt from the FDA investigation into a potential link between certain canine diets and canine dilated cardiomyopathy. Now, let me help everyone breathe a little bit easier because this was 340 dogs over a 5-year span. Also, let me tell you, the FDA receives thousands of complaints about canine diet related illnesses. I thought to myself, why would such a nonsensical report be released? Who would write such a nonsense story anyway? 340 dogs out of thousands? Well, let me introduce you to Dr. Lisa Freeman of Cummings University and Dr. Lynn Nelson of Washington State University. Dr. Lisa Freeman is best known for a ridiculous article she wrote about stop reading your pet food ingredient list. Yes, that's right. She practically begged consumers to not know what they were feeding their dogs. And here is your proof right here. Now let's move on to Dr. Nelson, who was overseeing the grizzly bear community at Washington State University. Yes, the Seattle Times reports that at least 15 grizzly bears have died under her watch, and they think that it's due to a lack of veterinary care. The one that gets me the most is 2 bear cubs having to be euthanized because they were starving to death. I'm wondering what would motivate them to write such a crazy story. Well, after doing more research, I found that Nestle Purina had donated millions of dollars to both Cummings University and Washington State University, and there's your proof right there. But why wouldn't Purina just come out with their own story? Oh, I forgot, that's right. Purina came out with their own grain-free food. So that would be going against everything that they're trying to successfully accomplish by telling people to not feed grain-free food. Let's be completely honest here. The grocery brand business of dog and cat food has been struggling the last 10 years, especially to keep its head above water. I mean, heck, they have been ruling for about 80 years now. It's time for a change. Consumers are becoming far more wise about what they're feeding their dogs and cats, especially when it comes to prescription brands. I myself have seen the prescription brands suffer greatly, especially over the last decade. Let's face it, the stuff that the veterinarians prescribe is complete and utter trash. I've known this for decades now. Some consumers have become so fed up they've funded their own pet food tests, which you can find on the web as well. It's alarming what they have found. Yes, I have watched the struggle of good and evil here, where the big companies have resorted to picking on the smaller companies that actually make food that is great for dogs and cats. So these companies have had to fight back, showing that prescription brand foods are a farce and a means of controlling their income, which is 100% true. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there, including myself, that have put the puzzle pieces together. All of these stories coming on the heels of all these different recalls of veterinary prescription brands and grocery brand dog foods. One would have to wonder, however, why in the world Blue Buffalo would be on this list. And then I remembered, oh yeah, that's right. Purina was using euthanized animals in their pet food, and Blue Buffalo started to poke fun at that. Meanwhile, while Purina was killing dogs with phenobarbital poisoning, they began to sue Blue Buffalo and so forth and so on. If you would truly like to know what my summary is of this fiasco, and that is that this is a desperate attempt to keep afloat a business that's been in control for 80 years until consumers decided to wisen up. As far as Dr. Freeman is concerned, I'm just curious, what does it take to get one to forfeit their dignity to support greed? I'm just curious. Dr. Nelson, are you aware that more bears died on your watch than we have planets in our solar system? Why would I take dog food advice from you? Especially since 2 bear cubs had to be euthanized because they nearly starved to death. Maybe you should find another job like hunting, because killing animals seems to be something that you're good at. Of course, this is all in my opinion. One of my own pets was a victim of grocery brand dog food, which is why I do what I do today. I leave everybody today with a grim reminder of exactly just how much these companies care about your pets. The following 2 videos are graphic and emotionally disturbing, so if you don't want to watch them, turn it off now. They're about 3 minutes long. So long, everybody.
It's okay, Charlie boy. It's okay. Okay. You're gonna get better.
I sure hope she makes it. These are our poor dogs after eating one bountiful treat. She's comatose. Can't walk. Poor thing. Oh, my poor baby. So I hope that anybody seeing this will never, ever, ever, ever feed anything beneficial to their pets at all, or anything you love. Look at them; they both can't even stand. I know, and Lila's over here just wobbling. All right, I hope that if I'm gonna post this video and anybody sees this, I want you to make sure that you boycott and ban anything beneficial. This is the second time this has happened with 100% accuracy. It's unacceptable to be on show.